Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good day from Seoul and a warm welcome to all our participants joining today from Malaysia and beyond. So on behalf of MATRADE Seoul, I am delighted to welcome you to this special webinar emphasizing halal trends and opportunities in South Korea, held in conjunction with MIHAS, the Malaysia International Halal Showcase. So today's session is specially designed for Malaysian exporters who are keen to explore the dynamic halal market in South Korea. So ladies and gentlemen, South Korea may not immediately come to mind when we talk about halal markets. However, with its growing Muslim population, increasing awareness of halal standards and rising number of Muslim tourists, South Korea is fast becoming a market to watch. Seoul and other major cities are making conscious efforts to create a Muslim-friendly environment through food, tourism, and lifestyle services. And among the halal products in demand here include processed food, snacks, beverages, confectionaries, cosmetics, and pharmaceuticals. And in 2024, bilateral trade between Malaysia and South Korea remains strong, with halal products gaining more visibility as part of our broader trade relationship. So South Korea is looking at Malaysia to source halal certified F&B products, snacks, confectionaries, cosmetic, and other lifestyle products. And importantly, there are halal certification bodies in Korea recognized by JAKIM, including the Korea Muslim Federation and Korea Halal Authority, which play a critical role in building trust and market access. So without further ado, it is my pleasure to introduce our first speaker for today, Mr. Yun Min Kwong, the Marketing Officer of MATRADE Seoul. So a little bit introduction of Mr. Yun. Mr. Yun is a highly experienced officer who has been working closely with Malaysian companies and Korean partners for many, many years. And today, he will be sharing insights on halal trends and opportunities in South Korea, including valuable tips on business etiquette and cultural practices that are important for Malaysian exporters to understand when engaging with Korean partners. So without further ado, Mr. Yun, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Tamizi. Ladies and gentlemen, today I would like to talk about halal market brief of South Korea with emphasis on halal-related opportunities. First of all, please let me introduce myself. My name is Yun Min Kwon, Marketing Officer at MATRADE Seoul, and I've been working with MATRADE for 13 years. So let me begin the presentation. The halal food and lifestyle market in South Korea is experiencing rapid growth, fueled by rising demand, supportive government policy, and international tourism. The South Korean halal market is valued $1.1 billion in 2024. This market is expected to steady growth in the coming years. Growth is evident across product categories like processed F&B and extend into lifestyle offerings, cosmetics, fashion, with demand for halal certified restaurants, hotels, and travel services increasing. Currently, Muslim population in South Korea is 235,000, comprised of 35,000 Korean Muslims and 214 Muslims reside in the country. The statistics shows that the number of Muslim tourists entering into the country is sharply growing, especially from Malaysia and Indonesia. Total number of Muslim tourists to Korea in 2024 was 890,000, which grew by 24% from 760 in the year before. And an increasing foreign Muslim population is driving demand for halal products and services. For halal F&B ingredients, the demands of intermediate and semi-manufactured goods as well as halal raw material is expected to grow as the Korean manufacturers and exporters see and need halal as a niche market for their penetration of the global halal market. The Korean government support halal market expansion by establishing certification standards and working with international halal agencies to promote domestic products and exports. There are 6 halal certification bodies in South Korea. 2 of these certification bodies, or CBs, are recognized with JAKIM. As Mr. Tamizi mentioned earlier on, the Korea Muslim Federation, also known as KMF, and Korea Halal Authority, KHA. In 2024, KMF has carried out halal certification for 400 Korean companies. The vast majority was F&B companies. About consumer trends, both Muslim and non-Muslim consumers in South Korea show growing interest in halal foods due to perceived quality, ethical production, and food safety. Halal certification is increasingly seen as a mark of high quality and healthy food. Retailers and hospitality providers expand halal offerings, especially in tourist areas, and also by leveraging e-commerce and digital marketing to reach Muslim consumers. In terms of distribution channel, due to speed and convenience, online market is growing sharply in the country. South Korea is the world's 5th largest e-commerce market. The online market accounts for 50.6% of Korea's overall retail market in 2024. Thanks to Korea's high internet penetration rate at 97.4% and smartphone ownership at 94.8%. As mentioned earlier, Muslim population is 230,000, relatively small number accounting for 0.4% of South Korea's 51 million population. Different religious groups are sometimes obstacles to promote halal goods and services in the country. The government had planned to build halal food park a few years ago, but was forced to abolish the whole plan due to the disapproval and demonstration of other religious groups. Now, the perspective of Korean halal food producers, they face some hurdles with certification costs, regulatory compliance, and cultural preferences for traditional Korean cuisines. Nonetheless, the awareness of halal continues to grow. Increasing awareness and acceptance of halal among Korean consumers is evident through several recent trends, including government initiatives, cultural events, and rising consumer demand for halal certified products. More recently, the promotion of halal food and cultural festivals such as Salam Soul Festival and K-Halal Festa, which celebrate Muslim culture, halal cuisine, and products while educating consumers about halal standards. These events foster curiosity and openness among non-Muslim consumers and provide communities with direct access to halal certified offerings. K-Halal Festa was a relatively small-scale exhibition held about a week ago in COEX, Magok in Seoul, Korea. Total 42 companies from 8 countries participated. Countries like Brunei, Kyrgyzstan, Mauritania, Malaysia, Nigeria, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, as well as South Korea. 20 Malaysian companies took part at this event. So the Malaysian companies were the majority in this event, and including 13 companies under MARA program. 2 days before the K-Halal Festa, MATRADE arranged the business matching session for MARA delegates, inviting 27 Korean buyers. As a result of this session, 131 business meetings have been arranged and generated potential sales of $16 million. Convenience and time efficiency and health benefits and value for money products are important factors to be considered by Korean consumers. F&B products, especially ready to eat, ready to cook, ready to heat, home meal replacement, food ingredients, nutritional supplements, nutraceuticals are needed for the Korean consumers. In addition, there is also increasing demand of modest fashion and design from the Korean halal industry. Now, the increasing demand of single household family and senior aged group of the country requires small-sized household appliances, small portioned and packaged products rather than heavy and bulk size items. 36.1% of South Korean households is the single household group, and the single household in the country is growing. The average age of South Koreans is 45 years old. South Korea has formally become a super-aged society as of 2024, with over 20% of its population aged 65 or older. This milestone reflects the rapid aging population combined with very low birth rate, creating needs and demands accordingly. Now, the cultural and business etiquette. Punctuality is critical and considered a sign and professionalism in Korea. Respect for hierarchy, seniority, and authority is vital. The highest ranking and eldest persons are greeted first, and these customs and culture have been educated in Korea from the very early age. The business cards are exchanged with both hands and are carefully examined before being put away. Gift giving is a sign of respect, with gifts presented with both hands, avoiding overly expensive or showy items. Building personal relationships and demonstrating values like humility, humbleness, hard work, and respect for authority facilitate successful business interactions. That's it for my presentation. So thank you very much. 감사합니다.
Thank you so much, Mr. Yun, for the insightful presentation. And it is very refreshing to see that South Korea has witnessed a notable rise in halal awareness. And the government, as mentioned by Mr. Yun just now, has also recognized this growing interest. And in response, has organized halal food and cultural festivals such as the Salam Sol festivals, which was held recently, and the K Halal Festival. And the main objective of this initiative by the government are to promote the halal awareness, showcase cultural diversity, and also create greater opportunities for halal business, halal-related business and tourism. Now, for our second speaker, we are delighted to welcome Mr. Jay Chonko, Director of Family International Company Limited. So, Family International is a well-established Korean trading company actively involved in sourcing high-quality consumer products. And this year, they are joining as one of the premium buyers for INSP MIHAS with a strong interest in halal-certified snacks and confectionaries from Malaysia. And their participation reflects the growing appetite among Korean companies for reliable halal suppliers from Malaysia, especially in the food sector. So without further ado, we now invite Mr. Jay, Director of Family International Company Limited, to share your perspective. The floor is yours, Mr. Jay.
Hi, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jay Chonko, just call me Jay. I'm working for Family International. As Mr. Term is introduced, the Family International mostly focus on importing the overseas product, and we distribute in Korean market. Okay, I prepared very short presentation. The title is Korean Imported Food Market and Global Trend for 2025. Okay. All right. The first page is Korean imported food market overview. The first quarter of 2025, Korea's imported food market reached about 8.66 billion US dollars. It's about a 3.5% increase from the previous year. A total of 4.7 million tons of food were imported. It's up to 2.9% increase from previous year, with mostly from the US, China, and Australia, accounting for about over 58% of the total imports. We sourced from 150 countries. Okay, next page. The major product categories, as you see this diagram, the main categories driving Korea's imports are processed food, and then livestock products and agricultural products. The processed food lead the market, reflecting the diverse import needs of the Korean consumers. Okay, next page. The key consumer trend in Korea, I mentioned three things. The first one is convenience and cost efficiency. There is a strong focus on convenience, cost efficiency, and health and wellness focus, and then SNS plus online influence. We also the focus on the health issue. So the low sugar, low calories, and the protein-enriched products, especially premium dairy products, are gaining popularity. The viral social media products, such as the honeycomb, peanut butter, and marshmallows, those are actually the Family International imported these days. Those have seen explosive import growth. The economic uncertainty and an increase in single-person households have driven the surge in the ready-to-cook meals, meal kits, and frozen foods. Okay, next page. The distribution and sustainability trends. The first one is distribution channel transformation. The online food market is expanding, definitely. Annual growth is more than 15 to 18% annually. Consumers are increasingly seeking eco-friendly packaging, the package, and ethical produced foods. The omni-channel approaches, such as using convenience stores, hypermarkets, and delivery platforms, are becoming more important. The plant-based alternatives are gaining market share, and sustainability plays a critical role in purchasing decisions. Okay, next page. The global imported food market trends. Globally, there is a growing concept of food as medicine and an increased demand for functional foods. The eco-friendly ingredient, plant-based growth, and reduced carbon footprint packaging are becoming central themes in Korea. The meal kit, the subscription service, and the delivery options are also expanding worldwide. The technologies such as AI, automation, alternative protein, cultural meat, and hybrid foods are shaping a future market in Korea. The next page, the popular product categories in Korea, as you see this table, the processed foods, healthy and wellness, fresh products, and dairy products. Let me tell you one by one. The processed food growth in ready-to-cook, frozen, and milky type is the milky type market is growing. the trends, as I mentioned, health before, the healthy, the plant-based ingredients, and eco-friendly packaging market is the surging now. Health and wellness, the low sugar, low protein, and vegan, plus organic food, our market is getting bigger and bigger. In terms of the fresh products, the market increased imports on onions, citrus, and frozen seafood these days. The dairy product-wise, the market is growing, mostly the cheese and butter product, and definitely the organic type and high nutrition. Sometimes the alternative dairy products are very the customized in Korea now, and then the market is also increasing. Okay, next page. The successful global brands insights. It's in my own view, I just mentioned 3 brands. The first one is Haribo, and second one is Little Sports, and third one is FEDEX. You know these products very well, this brand very well, right? So I don't want to mention more about it. Okay, let me go through the next page. The market entry strategies. Yeah, the winning strategy for entering the Korean market. The first one, the products positioning that highlights health, convenience, premium quality, and clean labels, and functional benefits. Okay, next one. Oh, sorry. Okay, and then the using eco-friendly packaging and Korean labeling, especially SNS campaign is very critical these days in Korea, and influencers is also they're really the powerful people for the advertisement, the products in Korea. And third one is distribution channel. We target online platform. It's getting the market share once we compare the online and offline. As of last year, 2024, the online is they took over the whole market instead of the offline. I mean, the online is the market share of the online is more than 50% as of 2024. So we are pretty much focused on the online platforms these days. And next one is convenience stores. Actually we have more convenience store compared to Japanese. That's very shocked information because in Japan there are so many convenience stores and they have long histories, but our growth rate is much faster than Japanese. So nowadays we have more than 56,000 convenience store in Korean Peninsula. Korean popularity is about the half of the Japanese, but the number of convenience store is more than Japanese market. And the last one is a trend responsiveness. That will utilize the viral SNS menus and develop the Korean global fusion concepts. Okay, the next one. All right, this is the conclusion, the key takes. Now is the optimal time for overseas brands to enter the Korean market with very kind of functional and then the well-branded products. As I mentioned previous slide, just in Korean market, you better focus on the health and sustainability and convenience. So those 3 words are the keywords in Korean market. So the rapid trend responsiveness is critical for staying competitive in Korea dynamic imported food market. All right. Thank you. Thank you for your attention. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. J, for the informative presentation. And as mentioned earlier, you want to share, to the audience about your company.
Company profile, yes.
Yeah, your company profile.
Yes. Well, just I won't take the long time for introduce my company, just because I will go to Kuala Lumpur and see you guys soon, right? Okay. Well, the next page, as you see the slide, we founded back to 1988. That year, the Olympic game was held in Seoul, Korea. So, and then we started with importing food business at that time. So we have more than 37 years old, 37 years of the history. Okay, next page. Next page. Yeah, we actually have two companies under Family International, but the other one, I hope I will have another chance to introduce to you guys. But we actually the running the several global brands in Korea, but the Family International specifically, we pretty much focused on the Japanese brands at the moment, but now we are focusing on the European brands and the US brand. But now it's time to start work with the Southeast Asian countries, especially the Malaysia and Indonesia. That's why I participated in this event. Okay, next one. Next. Okay, and next one. Yeah, just let me explain to you briefly. Yeah, as you see, this page, this slide shows who are our customers. Just I say partners, but actually those are our customers. As you see, we actually have all the retailers as our customers. Specifically, the Warehouse Club, the very well-known brand is Costco. We are supplying to Costco directly. And then hypermarket, you see the E-Mart, Home Plus, Lotte Mart, and Mega Mart, we supply to them directly. And convenience store, we have there are the four major convenience store chain in Korea. From GS25, CU, 7-Eleven, and E-Mart 24. They dominated the Korean convenience market, but we supply to them directly. And even supermarket and drugstores and other retail channels, we supply all retail channels in Korea. That's the most strong point of Family International. And we also supply to the online stores. Nowadays, the coupon dominated the online market. So they are pretty much big, but there are also the many competitors, as you see, the Collie and the SSG. They are just the following the coupon. Okay, next one. Yeah, these are the major brands that we are carrying now. As you see, the SNB, Nissin, UCC. UCC is a coffee brand, Nissin Ramen, and SB, the curry and other the condiment brand. We are the agent of those major the global brand. And also we are carrying the Colgate product. And the first one is legal. Actually, this is the peanut butter product. In terms of the peanut butter market, our market share is more than 50%, I think. All right. Okay, some of them. Okay, all right. Okay, then let's go the next slide, and then you will see very familiar products. Yeah. Okay, as the slide shows, we have several kinds of peanut butter and almond butter, and some the jam type of product and syrup and wasabi product. Those are from SNB in Japan. And next one, yeah. The sauce product, the condiment product, olive oils, and lemon juice. Lemon juice, especially from India, and olive oils from Spain and Italy. The next one, these are all the curry product from SNB. And next one, Taukenoi, the seaweed roll is the world famous snacks. We are supplying this product to Costco and other the supermarket channel. And then the right-hand side, it shows the snacks and the jellies. Okay, next one. Let's go next. It shows the other confectionery products, chocolates and candies, jellies. Okay, next one. These are also candy. Most of candies from India and marshmallows from China or Japan. Next one. These are the coffee product, the UCC coffee from Japan. We are the sole agent of this brand. The next one. Drinks and other canned product we are carrying now. All right, that's all. Now, as you see the main brand and products, you can easily understand who we are, right? Mostly we are carrying the retail product, but very few of them are the food service package. From this, the exhibition in Kuala Lumpur, I'd like to find out more the retail products, especially the confectionery products and bakery product, candies, or the other kinds of snacks I want to find. And then the second category is the food service package. We also have the major food service company as our buyer. So I'd like to find the good and cost-effective the food service package product in Malaysia. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. J, for the very informative presentation.
Right.
Just to recap, based on your presentation just now, it is encouraging to see the steady growth of imported food into Korea over the past years, which reflects the opportunities that Malaysian companies can further tap into. And at the same time, we must keep in mind the increasing consumer preference for health-oriented products, for example, like low sugar, low calorie, or protein-enriched items. And these products also need to be convenient and practical to cater to the busy lifestyles of Korean consumers, particularly the younger generations. And it is also very positive to note the growing emphasis on sustainability, as you mentioned, which has become a key criteria for importers in selecting their sourcing partners, which I believe that sustainability is no longer an option and it is a necessity to remain competitive in today's market.
Right.
So, Mr. Yoon and Mr. J, we have come to the Q&A session. I have few questions that I want to ask to both of you. My first question goes to Mr. Yoon. Mr. Yoon, what are the most promising halal products categories in South Korea where Malaysian exporters can position themselves?
Promising halal product categories in South Korea for Malaysian exporters are, of course, it's like a F&B as far as the halal is concerned, and then the processed food products and cosmetics. Then Halal, for example, the Halal certified instant noodles, snacks, beverages, and sauces are in high demand, especially among Muslim tourists and South Korea's growing Muslim population. Convenience and packaged foods such as sauces, seasonings, snacks, and ready-to-eat meals, those are in high demand. As of 2024, Malaysia was Korea's second largest import source for confectionery, biscuits, and then cookies after China. Malaysia's export value was 76.84 million US dollars for the confectionery biscuits and cookies. In line with K-beauty, Halal certified Korean skincare and cosmetics are gaining attention for their safety and natural ingredients, making them desirable for Muslim consumers. To meet the demand of Korean cosmetic manufacturers, the Malaysian exporters of halal semi-manufactured cosmetic products, raw materials, collagen, which are crucial components in the formulation of a variety of skincare cosmetic items. This kind of collaboration opens up new opportunities for both Malaysian exporters and Korean manufacturers, fostering a stronger relationship between the two markets and promising the growth of halal certified beauty products on a global scale. As the beauty landscape continues to evolve, it is evident that the intersection of K-beauty and halal certification represents a promising avenue for future development in the cosmetic industry. Additionally, there is a growing interest in modest fashion and design to collaborate between Malaysia and Korea. According to a Korean halal consulting company called Halal Korea Corporate Limited, the Malaysia's modest fashion design techniques and Korea's textile can be combined to produce modest fashion, even furniture and tile product for interior business to meet the demand of Muslim consumers for both countries and beyond. That's it for now. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Mr. Yun. And the next question goes to Mr. J. What market entry strategies are the most effective for new brands from overseas in Korea?
Yeah. To successfully enter the Korean market, the overseas brand should emphasize the product localization, high quality, and as I mentioned, health and sustainability, and visual appealing packaging. It is essential to adapt products and marketing messages to local preferences, including translating materials and responding quickly to emerging trends. Brands should simultaneously target multiple channels, online platform, convenience stores, and hypermarkets, while leveraging partnerships with local distributors and influencers for greater visibility. Additionally, compliance with local regulations and deploying eco-friendly solutions help build trust with Korean consumers who increasingly value both innovation and ethical practices. Yes, that's all.
Thank you, Mr. J.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I have another question to Mr. Yun. Based on your experience, Mr. Yun, what are the challenges that Malaysian companies usually face when they want to export their products into South Korea?
Of course, as far as halal is concerned, South Korea with 51 million population has a strong purchasing power, and the consumers are particularly enthusiastic about exploring and trying new products. which presents a significant opportunity for foreign companies. However, the obstacle is quite that there are some obstacles, such as the cultural differences. One of the most significant hurdles the Malaysian companies face is understanding and adapting to the cultural differences with the South Korean consumers. The cultural preferences influence purchasing decisions and product packaging and then marketing strategies. So the companies need to invest more time and resources to conducting through market research and comprehend these cultural dynamics and then preferences. Also, the South Korean market is characterized by intense competition with numerous local and international brands. So, in order to get the consumer attention, Malaysian companies must find ways to differentiate their offerings and create unique value proposition that resonate with the South Korean consumers. This might involve additional marketing efforts and investment and branding to establish a strong presence in the market. And also the certification also needed, like a HACCP or ISO, etc. But the thing is, it's not mandatory as far as the Ministry of Food and Drug Safety is concerned. However, they go through all the precise the inspections and test is going through. So in order to meet the demands of the safety of the human consumption. So the HACCP and ISO, those certification also important to obtain, even though it's not compulsory, so that the importers can trust your products. And also the strong point of your products characteristics to show the strength of your product to appeal to your consumers. That's an important point, especially the importers when they consider to import your products from Malaysia. They consider what's the strong point of your products. Please let us know so that we can do the marketing with that strong point to the Korean consumers, so that your product can be easily adapted into the Korean market. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Yoon. And I have another question to Mr. J. From your presentation just now, you highlighted that SNS and other social media platforms play a very important role in influencing consumer behavior. And how do online platforms and social media influence purchasing behavior in Korea's important food market?
Yeah, the online platforms and social media play a critical role in shaping customer decisions in Korea's imported food market. The e-commerce channels like Coupang and Gmarket, along with other delivery apps and omni-channel retail, these make imported products easily accessible to tech-savvy customers. The social media and influencers, the driven marketing rapidly amplify product visibility and trend responsiveness with viral campaigns often causing surge in demand for specific items. So the digital marketing innovation give the brands an edge in connecting with Korean customers. So these are making responsiveness and visibility vital for success. So we also, my company, the Family International, is enhance the online marketing team nowadays. So we still hiring the sales people for the online market. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. J. So I have the last question for Mr. Yoon. I believe this question is very important, especially for Malaysian companies who want to deal with Korean importers or Korean companies. So, what cultural or business etiquette should Malaysian companies be especially mindful of when approaching Korean buyers?
As mentioned earlier, the cultural difference is quite huge because Korean people, majority, they are not used to the Muslim culture. So the halal, and then many people have different religions. So rather than focusing on halal itself, we have to focus on the cleanliness and then the sustainability, all the terms, so that the Korean companies can accept and then promote to the Korean market. So the culture, as I mentioned, the giving, as I earlier mentioned, the cultural difference, giving with the business card with one hand. Sometimes they misunderstand. Sometimes it's rude, and then so must show with the two hands. Also show the kindness to get used to the friendliness, and then get to know each other. It's very important. And then yeah, that's what I see as the cultural difference. So that's it for now. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Yun. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of our webinar today. I would like to thank both our distinguished speakers, Mr. J and Mr. Yun, for sharing their invaluable insights. And we hope that Malaysian companies will be able to get valuable knowledge from today's session and leverage it to successfully export your products to Korea. And to Family International, Mr. J, we wish you all the best as you participate in the physical INSP of MIHAS in Kuala Lumpur this year. And to all our Malaysian companies, we hope today's session has inspired you to explore the exciting opportunities in South Korea's halal market. And on behalf of MATRADE Seoul, I wish you every success in expanding your footprint in this market. Thank you once again for joining us, and we wish you all the best at MIHAS. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Kamsahamnida.
감사합니다. Thank you.